podcast with your brother Outkast and SamAnt going into today on this Tuesday. Everybody listening on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, wherever you're going to listen to this. Yes, Instagram. And we definitely appreciate, everybody. All right, man, I'm going to talk about this story, Sam. And Ebro, your favorite journalist, Ebro, called out today or yesterday on Instagram. He put a post up and said that this is trash, and he was and making it in reference to Travis Scott, performing at the Super Bowl, and he put love you, but this is whack. From there, he went on to call out Big Boy of the Southern group Outkast, and he said, "Big Boy, why, bro?" And he goes on to say, "This is whack to me now." Travis Scott is performing at the Super Bowl in exchange for the NFL to donate $500,000 to a charity of his choice. Now, it's not been said how much Big Boy, is making, but Ebro is calling him out. SamAnt, what are your thoughts on Ebro calling out Travis Scott, and in particular, your boy, Big Boy?
He's looking more and more like a bot out here planted to start a real hostile conversation at Ebro in the morning. Let him. I'm looking forward to the smoke on that one. And that's respected smoke. I would love to sit down and have a man-to-man debate on why he does some of the things that he does. I'm going to call him out on it. This is the Uncensored Truth. I'll do it on Hot 97. I'll do it on the Uncensored Truth. I know it's going to be plenty of comments. No, you won't. We'll see. We'll see. That being said, we all know where our stance is when it comes to the NFL. We said at plenty of occasions we've gotten our ridicule for it. But that being said, we still watch the NFL. A lot of people out here are still watching the NFL. We talked about Colin Kaepernick and the whole reason on why we stopped watching the NFL for the year and boycotted the NFL. And now after a year, we see Colin Kaepernick. He's doing well. He's financially stable. The conversation's out there. Us not watching football isn't going to change the conversation of the horrendous things going on out here. Do we promote it as much? No. Do we buy into the brand? No. We take it for the grain of salt that it is, and we leave it at that. And I think a lot of people in a lot of households, a lot of your rappers and a lot of the people out here speaking up against anything, they're watching the NFL and watching their teams. You got Big Boy that's playing in Atlanta or the Super Bowl's in Atlanta. It's his home team, probably getting a nice check. Who knows where that check is going? Who knows where he donates? Everyone's trying to, or Ebro in particular, is trying to be in his pockets, not knowing what he's about to do with that, being critical, as opposed to talking to him to his face. You want to throw something on Instagram. That's kind of corny.
Yeah. I mean, I have to play the devil's advocate, with this. It's been a push, from a few people. Cardi B backed out. Jay-Z turned down the Super Bowl. There's been a few people who've kind of stand, firm, because, like the original premise, once again, was police brutality. Colin Kaepernick was, pretty much protesting against that. That's kind of been, put to the wayside. But then you had your athletes and your entertainers, that was like, nah, we're not rocking out with the Super Bowl, to something happen. So to see, a group of people that look just like you still going to do it, I can see how it could cause outrage by somebody. Now, my thing is go get your bag. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of institutions that may be against us that we still got to get our money from. It's what you do with the money. You know what I mean? But, I can definitely see how this could garner some criticism. But some people just do their own thing, man. You know what I mean?
This is why I call Ebro robot, because in the same breath, you could sit here and talk this shit to Big Boy and talk this shit to Travis Scott. And we're not going to sit here and condone all of Travis Scott's behavior by no means, because we heard what he said in the comments that he made, and he deserves criticism for the comments that he made. And people were a little bit outraged when he was doing the Super Bowl initially, and now he went out and did charity. So whatever you want to do. And did we heard Cardi B did want to do the Super Bowl at first, and Jay-Z and those names, and to each his own. You can have your choice and make your choice and stand on it. And you're both perfectly right in those regards. But why Ebro is a hypocrite is because as equally as you say this, you can sit back and back flex when it comes to Dame Dash being a nut, being this, being that, when all he's doing is promoting Black people, independence, free market, free will, man, and just trying to teach people the value of doing it and self-marketing and doing it on your own. 2 weeks ago, you were sitting here vouching for everything Fuck Flex did, and now all of a sudden, I said Fuck Flex, you heard that, and now all of a sudden, now you want to be pro this and pro that just because you just came from Ghana. And shout out to that. Everything that you do out there is beautiful. I'm not sitting here being critical of any of that.
Like Ebro, do you?
I don't. I do. I did. He's a staple in Hot 97. I just can't agree with a lot of the methods that he does, and I don't think he properly learned how to use social media yet, and it's backfiring on him.
Well, you know, as we're you know, talking about this, man, it's been brought to my attention that fans have now started a petition, you know, for Travis Scott and the Big Boy to take a knee at the 2019 Super Bowl. So what do you think about, you know, that report, you know, coming out now, that they want them to take a knee there? Now, right now, it's amassed 85,000 signatures as of right now, 6:52 p.m.
This is what I love. This is dope. Right. The fact that we can come out of here masses and have a voice. Because now I'm not saying the pressure is on them to do that, but the pressure is almost on them now to take some kind of stance. You got to make some kind of statement. You've taken the mantle of having this platform when there's going to be millions and millions of eyes around the world watching you. What headline are you going to make Monday morning? Because you can make one. What conversation are we going to start? Are you going to piss off the president? What are you going to do on the biggest stage at that moment when you have everyone watching? And the fact that you have 85,000 and counting telling you to take a knee, that's big, man. So
would you think that it's a waste if Big Boy and Travis Scott, they just go there and they don't, you know, they just go in there and perform, you know, do their dances, make the crowd move, and don't show any type of protest, don't do anything, even with their art form, maybe have, you know, Beyonce had the Panthers and all that. Do you think you see anything like that happening, in particular from Big Boy, Travis Scott?
To each his own. I'm not going to expect them to, but I would really hope that they would. Because you can sit here and think of a Kendrick Lamar going out there and really rocking the show and really getting conversation started and really in doing us justice. Beyonce, like you said, you have a platform and a mantle right now where you can really invoke conversation, worldwide conversation. That'll be the headline everywhere. Everybody will be talking about that Monday morning outside of the game. Will be that performance. So you have an incredible responsibility and incredible opportunity in front of you right now. But what you do with it, it's up to you. Are we going to give them criticism Monday morning if they went out there and just sang and danced and did their normal thing? Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, man, definitely. But you tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother Outkast and SamAnt. Man, it's a beautiful show today, man. We got a lot of, you know, a great topic, you know, popping off, you know, today on the Uncensored Truth podcast. But if you're listening on YouTube, I need you to do two favors. Hit the like button.
It's only